I'm back from the Himalayas, back from the hills with a brand new drive. With Sagar and Varun, the guys have taken a cue and left me all alone in the studio to have a little vacation by themselves. Well, I don't consider that a bad thing at all. As Carrie Bradshaw said, me and you, just us two. Add a third person to that equation, technology, and we have a perfectly nice time on the show this week. Hello and welcome to another edition of Technoholik, where I will get you addicted to technology on the show today. So first things first, as we do every week, take a look at what we have lined up for you in the next half hour. Alright, here's what's coming up. We give you the best dual SIM Android phones in the market today. We also tell you how to go green with solar technology. But up first, it's time for some camera gyan. Photographers unite. This might be the camera that you have been waiting for. Alright, so you guys know what's coming up on the show today. So now let's do some walking and talking, shall we? Follow me. Now let's face it, the rainy season is pretty annoying. You get wet no matter how much you protect yourself. Driving is a pain, there's traffic everywhere and everything just gets so messy. But in the midst of all this madness, just pull down your car window, look outside and everything is just so beautiful. Nature is in its full color and that is the perfect time to take that camera out and be a complete shutterbug. Now we got a lot of queries on Twitter, on Facebook and even in our email boxes. Everyone's asking for a camera, but mind you, the catchphrase is that they don't want a digicam. Nobody wants to do point and shoot anymore. Everybody wants to upgrade to that prosumer level, get a DSLR, and actually they can go up to the level of spending at least 40 grand on it. Mind you, that's a lot of money. So we went hunting around for the perfect camera and actually we came up with an answer. I'm not going to tell you about that. Siddharth Sharma checked out the camera in Delhi and this is what he came up with.
Thanks, Radhika. Well, I admit that I'm not much of a shutterbug, but when I was asked to do a camera review, I was quite pumped at what new DSLR would land up in my hands. And along came the new Nikon D5100. Now, by the looks of it, yes, it's a DSLR. Bulky, of course, and with a variety of lenses to choose from. Nikon now has quite a few DSLRs in the low to mid-range price bracket. Starting with the 25,000 rupees price bracket D3000, the D3100, the only 30K DSLR that can record smooth 1080p videos, going up to rupees 38,000 for the D5000. Now, when you buy a mid-range DSLR like this one, you try and settle for features which are of a high-end DSLR. So let's see what the new Nikon D5100 has to offer in terms of specs. Nikon D5100 offers a 16.2 megapixel CMOS sensor and comes with an 1855mm VR lens. It sure gives your photography skills a professional touch. At the back of the camera, it has a 3-inch vari-angle LCD. The LCD itself is a pin-sharp high-res affair with adjustable brightness. It is also capable of doing 1080p Full HD videos. While recording video, only a slower contrast detection type of autofocus is available, and that is where the compromise sets in. It boasts of an XP2 processor, 4 FPS continuous shooting as well. SD SDXC card slot along with HDMI out comes standard. With an external mic option and weighing just at 560 grams, Nikon D5100 sure scores well in the specs department. Well, the lens kit that comes along with this Nikon D5100 is actually an 1855mm VR lens. But what I would recommend to you is go ahead, buy a prime lens if you plan to take your photography skills really seriously. The price on the new Nikon D5100 is about 40,000 rupees, which is quite decent for a mid-range DSLR that does high-end stuff. I'm quite impressed by what Nikon has come up with in this new D5100. So go ahead, this monsoon season, if you plan to become a shutterbug and buy yourself a new mid-range DSLR, buy the new Nikon D5100.
There it is, the secret is out. It's the Nikon D5100. Now for 40,000 rupees, yes, that's a lot of money, but always remember DSLRs are a very good investment and spending that amount of money right now would seem a lot to you, but trust me, it's well worth it. Now you must be thinking, Nikon D5100, 40,000 rupees, is that what it's all about? Is that it? No, there are plenty more competitors in the market, so we've put all of them together in our next story to give you the complete guide.
The Nikon D5100 is not the only mid-range DSLR that you can buy. There are plenty more options available in the market as well. Let's check in with Canon first. The EOS 550D features an 18-megapixel APS-C size CMOS sensor for high-resolution images of superb quality and is very detailed. The Canon EOS 550D also supports full HD 1080p video and is available for a price tag of Rs 36,000. Next is Olympus with the E450, and the body of this DSLR is made up of glass fiber reinforced plastic, and it also has a 4/3 mount system along with a 4x3 live MOS sensor. The megapixel count on the E450 is 10 and it's also capable of doing full HD video. The Olympus E450 comes at a price of Rs 41,000. After Canon and Olympus, it's Panasonic's turn with its Lumix series, and this one is called the DMC G2. This camera features a 12.1 megapixel live MOS sensor, but sadly it only does 720p video. The price for this camera is Rs 33,000. Last but definitely not the least, Sony comes in with the Alpha 330L. This features a 10.2 megapixel APS-size CCD image sensor for ultra-fine detail in its images, and yes, it is one stylish looking camera. But apart from the style, it does the job of a DSLR well enough and comes with a standard 1855 VR lens. The Sony Alpha 330L is priced at Rs 40,000.
Okay, so now you have the Nikon D5100 and the other options, which makes a complete comprehensive guide. Now that you've spent the 40,000 rupees, got your DSLR, feel very, very happy, don't just put it back into that case because that menu is just too overwhelming for you. A DSLR has a long learning curve. It takes a bit of time to figure all the options out. Put that amount of time in it, I promise you, you will get some fantastic pictures by the end of it. And once you get those fantastic pictures, share it with us on Twitter, on Facebook, or even email it to us at technoholik@indiatimes.com. Okay, so that's a cue for you guys to take a break, but come right back to Technoholik. We still have a conversation going on. You're not leaving me in the studio all by myself. Take a break, check Twitter, check Facebook, and come right back to Technoholik.